Almost 60% of Swiss voters have backed plans to severely cut emissions by 2050 despite opposition from the right-wing Swiss People's Party. In a second vote, 78.5% supported a minimum tax of 15% for multinational firms.
Here's a summary of the article.
Switzerland backs net zero climate law in referendum. DW June 18, 2023. Skip to content, skip to main menu, skip to more DW sites. Swiss voters on Sunday supported a new climate bill aimed at combating the melting glaciers and requiring the country to become carbon neutral by 2050. Leading Swiss glaciologist Matthias Huss, who has closely followed the glacier's decline, tweeted that a strong signal had been sent, adding he was very happy the arguments of climate science were heard. Parliament already passed the climate law, which aims to make Switzerland climate neutral by 2050 and reduce the impact on the country's iconic glaciers, which are melting away at an alarming rate. SVP leader Marco Chiesa last month criticized the «utopian» vision behind the bill, maintaining it would drive up energy costs by 400 billion Swiss francs while having basically no impact on the global climate. Backers of the plan argue that Switzerland will be hard hit by climate change and is already seeing the effects of rising temperatures in the Alps. Climate activists had initially wanted to push for a total ban on all oil and gas consumption in Switzerland by 2050.
This post received a score of 9,400, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Carbon neutrality by 2050 is in line with what most of the Western world is aiming for. Only some Nordic countries as well as Austria and Germany plan for an earlier date of carbon neutrality.
Which is an issue. But then again, I'm in Australia, so I guess I'll take what I can.
Any plans of providing refuge for the island people whose islands will disappear?
98% of Australians live on the coastline. You'll have better chances if you ask the spiders.
That's just because the rest of the country is uninhabitable.
I mean, for now. They're going to have all brand new waterfront property.
Point me to the next safest drop bear habitat.
Yeah, this doesn't seem too good.
Severely cutting emissions by 2050 for first world nations is a path to well about 2.0 C of warming by 2100.
I think the latest report predicts warming of 2.4 C as likely outcome.
I have a feeling humanity will get an amazing roll and hit that worst-case imagined scenario today.
Look at the optimistic smart pants here. We all know we're going to look back at the worst-case scenario predictions of today with a light chuckle and a bless their hearts.
The reduction of gas emission is in line with other neighboring countries and is less controversial and less complex than the project proposed 1 year ago, which was rejected by the population and which corresponded to the Paris agreements. Moreover, the project to tax the rich is great, don't get me wrong. Of course, there is always a possibility that the population would reject both projects. Last year, the Swiss rejected the climate project, which was in line with the Paris agreements and recommended by the government.
Minimum salary in Zurich though.
Yeah, that's great. Except we are fucked because a motion in the Federal Assembly from December aims to make these cantonal decisions caduc. So minimum wage in Neuchâtel, Geneva and now Zurich will just vanish in favor of the CCT, or GAV if you speak German.
And I'll stop binge drinking before I'm 65.
Only 27 more years?
I wish.
I want to start a healthy lifestyle. I think the gym and cardio will help with my overweight. Will sign up by around 2050. It's gonna be great. Already can see my abs showing.
Congrats, dude. Knew you could do it one day.
We are all so proud of him.
I am well on track to being proud of him, just give me a couple decades.
The article is missing the fact that if the tax of 15% is not met, the missing amount could have been collected in other countries instead of Switzerland.
The corporate tax initiative passed easily with 88% voting yes.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.